Hi beautiful people, and welcome to Live Heavily with Roots. New Year is around the corner and I know it's goal setting season. I know we all love to set goals at the beginning of the new year, but I also know that by quarter of the year we kind of lose enthusiasm about the goals we've set for ourselves or for the new year, and by the middle of the year we totally forget about the goals. Now the question is, how do we achieve the goals we've set for ourselves? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to set goals, how to plan and prioritize your goals, how to achieve your goals, and how to follow through your goals consistently. But before we get into all that, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not yet subscribed. Here on this channel, we talk about everything personal development, productivity habits, spiritual growth, and lifestyle. And if topics like that interest you, please hit that subscribe button and join the family. Now let's get into the business of the day, how to set goals. The goal setting process begins with defining your goals. You need to be clear on what you want to achieve, on the things you want to achieve. And to identify what you want to achieve, you need to envision what I call traveling into the future by imagination. Imagine where you want to be by the end of the year. Imagine who you want to become, what you want to achieve, how you want to feel. Now, doing this helps you clarify your vision and also helps you set goals that truly fulfills you. And in defining your goals too, you need to be clear on your why for your goals. For instance, if I have a goal to exercise every day, why am I doing that? Or why should I do that? My answer may be I want to lose weight or keep fit. Because your why or your reasons for your goals, your purpose for your goals is what is going to keep you motivated to follow through the goal. And you also want to make sure that you're setting goals that are specific and within your sphere of control. For instance, if I set a goal like I want to grow my Instagram followership to 200,000 followers by the end of the year. As beautiful as that goal sounds, a lot of factors outside me can make it impossible for me to realize that goal. So you want to set a goal like, I will post 2 times a day on my Instagram page. That is a goal that is specific and more like within what you can control. And you want to also make sure that you attach deadlines to your goals, because a goal without a deadline is more like a wish. Now, you have the list of your goals, you've identified your goals, you're now clear on the things you want to achieve. It's time to go on to the planning. You know, your list of goals will look overwhelming because you will now be worried about where to start from, which one to begin with. And that is where creating a plan comes in. You want to prioritize the most important goals you want to achieve for the year. And if doing that seems difficult to you, ask yourself these questions. Which of these goals will have the greatest impact on me when I achieve it? That's the goal you want to begin with. You can also ask yourself, which of these goals is the scariest or intimidates me the most? That is another pointer that is the goal you need to begin with, because trust me, our scariest goals are the ones that push us towards growth because they make us comfortable. Now, after prioritizing your goals, you go ahead to break them down into tasks and steps, action steps you can take monthly, weekly, or daily towards the achievement of your goals. Let's take, for instance, if you have a goal to write a book by the end of the year, you want to give yourself the task of writing maybe 500 or 1,000 words every day, or sitting down for 2 hours to write every day. The reason most people don't achieve their goals is because they don't break it down. I want to write a book, I want to write a book, and if you don't do anything daily towards it, you might never achieve. You're not going to write that book in a day. It might be difficult for you. But when you break that goal down into tasks and steps you can take on a daily basis towards the realization of that goal, before you know it, you have that goal realized. Okay, and that is what you want to do. Break your goals down into tasks and steps you can take daily towards the achievement of your goals. Now you have planned, you have organized your goals. The next step is to take action. You need to consistently remind yourself that the only time you have is now, today, this moment. that is what is within your control. Don't entertain the mindset of putting off what you're supposed to do today for tomorrow, because that is not even within your control. We need to learn how to keep the promises we make to ourselves. Oftentimes we make promises to ourselves and we end up not keeping it. You say, I will do this tomorrow, and tomorrow comes and you're like, maybe I'll do it, or maybe I'll leave it for tomorrow again. That's where you're killing your self-esteem, and you're also making room for lack of trust or belief in yourself, because you get to that point where you cannot even trust yourself. So you need to intentionally keep the promises you make to yourself. Try to keep the promises you make to yourself. So if you say, I will do this tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, try to do what? Keep that promise. It's all about building personal integrity. And you need to also understand that making and keeping promises is difficult. So you want to begin with small promises. Promise yourself things you know you will do, and ensure to do it. By the time you graduate in keeping the little promises you made to yourself, you can go ahead to make bigger promises. Don't say things that you will not be able to do, and over time you will just get accustomed to the fact that I may not even do it, I may not even end up doing that thing I said I would do. The idea is to daily commit to your goals, to consistently, on a daily basis, commit to your goals. That mindset is what is going to help you realize your goals. If you don't intentionally adopt this mindset, you will definitely get to that point where you forget your goals. And next day will come, you say, no need of setting goals. The ones I set last time, I wasn't able to realize them. Like I said earlier, it boils down to breaking down your goals into action steps you can take daily to achieve them. Even if your goals involve a different kind of action, and not just like somebody who wants to write a book or finish a book before the end of the year or before the end of the quarter of the year. If your goal involves different kinds of action, you can as well map out a chunk of time each day when you sit down and work on that project, work on that goal, until you realize it with the deadline you've already put in place. And one of the ways to commit daily to your goals is to tie that action, that daily action you want to engage or you want to keep engaging, to a reward. Tie it to something you like doing daily. If you're somebody that likes seeing a movie every day, at least one movie every day, you can tie that interest, that thing that gives you joy, to finishing your task for the day. You can go ahead and say, if I don't finish my 2 hours writing, or if I don't finish this task, I will not watch my movie today. Or if you're like me that likes tea and bread every day, a cup of tea and some slices of bread on a daily basis, you can go ahead and tie that thing that gives you joy, that thing you love doing, to finishing your task for the day. That is one way you can follow through your goals. Another way you can follow through your goals is by being accountable. Being accountable involves tracking your progress. You can get a calendar or a goal tracker where you tick off what you were able to achieve for every day, or how far you were able to go each day. So you keep coming back to it to reassess your engagement, your progress, and if there's anything to adjust in your plans to ensure that you realize your goals, you can adjust. If the time you set out for whatever you're doing daily towards the realization of your goal is not convenient because of maybe other factors or other things that you didn't consider while setting the goal, you can then go ahead to adjust the plan to make sure that you keep working towards the realization of your goal. Another way to keep yourself accountable is to involve other people. One of the things I love to do is to tell my sister, because she's my paddy, about my goals. So I tell her so she can daily check up on me to know how far I've gone with the goals. When I remember that she's going to ask me, or she's going to call me and say, sis, how far have you gone with that? I want to do something, because I don't want to keep sounding unserious. Any other time she calls me to find out how far I'm going with the goals, I don't want to sound like, you're not even serious. So that thought alone motivates me to keep doing something. So I will have feedback. I'll definitely have something to say, today I was able to write even before any excuse I might want to give. I'll say, but today I was able to, didn't as much as I was busy with this, but I was able to do this and do that. And go as far as promising somebody, see, if I don't realize this goal by the end of March, I'll give you $100. Okay? You will keep it as a bet. That can also motivate you to keep, pushing towards your goal. You can involve other people as a way or as a measure to keep yourself accountable to following through on your goals. After all said and done, consistency and self-discipline does the job. Consistency is doing what you said you would do when you said you would do it. And self-discipline is doing what you have to do or what you need to do regardless of how you're feeling when you need to do it. And I can't end this video without talking about these two virtues because they are what will help you follow through your goals. If you don't imbibe these virtues, you might still not be able to realize your goals at the end of the year. So you want to make sure you're consistent. If you said or if you decided to commit to your goals at 2 days interval or monthly or weekly, for instance, in the case of savings, if you decide that I will save monthly, commit to it. Make sure you commit to that particular goal to save monthly. That is what consistency is. It's not just about doing something every day. It extends beyond that into doing what you said you would do when you said you would do it. That is consistency. And I want you to make consistency and self-discipline your goal. A sporadic approach to your goals will not help you realize it, because that way you can't gather momentum to keep pulling through. What do I mean by that? If you do something about your goal today and for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, nothing else is done, you will not be able to realize that goal. That's the truth. In fact, at a point you will lose interest. But if you keep doing it when you said you would do it, that way you gather momentum and realizing your goals, I can assure you, is attainable. Alright, that will be all for today. You can go ahead and get our Livably Goal Planner from Amazon. Everything you need, from goal setting journaling prompts to goal setting guides and goal setting worksheets, everything you need to plan and achieve your goals is there. So you can go ahead and get it. I will put the link in the description. And I would also love to know some of your goals for the year if you don't mind. I can become your accountability partner. Trust me, I can do that. And make sure to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to this channel. And also hit that notification bell so you always know anytime I upload a new video like this. And go ahead to share. You wouldn't know, you might be helping somebody prepare very well for the new year. And also give this video a thumbs up. That's one way to keep me committed to showing up every day. And self-care is everything. Till I come your way next time, take good care of yourself. And bye for now.